How's it going? Welcome back to another evening here on the seas. In the last video, we got production set up at the fuel depot, and dude, this thing is fantastic, man. All of our production, everything from the oil into diesel and gas, all the way to the carbon dioxide, getting turned into methane and oxygen, all happens here. Now, once we finally start doing some of the juniors over at the Lazarus station, and we need some more of the foods, we'll go ahead and set up the food production probably back here in this one room. Might be enough space in here for it. But that way it's kind of inside, you know. You don't want to do your food prep outdoors. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. So that way, it's like a one-stop shop for all our stuff, man. Refueling, getting some more food done, getting our fuel for the space station or for the rocket, and don't have to go anywhere else. It's kind of in the middle of the map, too, so it works out. What the main thing is that we're working on for today is refitting our boat. So currently we got 3 diesel tanks. We got 3 of the batteries, plus the internal on both of those. But what I want to do is, since we got production for 10 barrels of diesel over here, I want to set up 10 more here. That allows us to stay away from the dock for an extended period of time. And then for the batteries and stuff, so currently that thing uses a ton of power. Same with the oil rig and same with the rocket, right? So instead of setting up substations on each one of those platforms, not having it run in the background, if we do it all here on the boat, it's always going to be charged, and then we hook up a small cable, like what we have right here, when we want to run it, when we're at that, specific dock. So I think 15 or 20 batteries should work out. Now we could do it in that room up there, but I'm really thinking about down here on the walls, right? Kind of attach them out of the way. And here, I'll show you real quick what I mean. If we take a battery and do it sideways, we should be able to easily get 20 of those down here. At least 15, right? Along that back wall, along the sides here too. There's also the possibility to do it from the roof. Kind of like that. And then all you got to do is daisy chain them together and probably on this side here, run it along the roof. We know from prior experience we can run a cable through this and the door will still close and hook it into there. That should work, man. I think. Possibly. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. So, let's get started. Let's talk about one thing real quick up here. Actually, 2 things before we start on the boat. So for this one cable here, that was kind of used for our in and outs for all of our stuff, right? It was coming in from here, running into our tanks, and then also using that to run out to go over and fill up the boat. I kind of noticed some problems in between videos when I was emptying a gas tank, that if we use the one cable while this is running, it kind of confuses the liquids about where to go. I mean, it makes sense, man. You got fluids trying to go both directions. So what I did was set up a separate cable, right? Connects right here where it went to the boat anyways, and set them as directional. So everything from this is running on the original line. Goes into the diesel, and into the gas. And then on the back side, all I did, again, made all these directional, is put an output for it. And that runs on a separate track, going this way, going down, and then over to the boat. Now with this, we should be able to start taking on diesel as well as the gas, and then produce it at the same time. So hopefully, depending on what the ratio is, and again, we'll figure that out today, this should refill at the same time that it fills up on the boat. I think. Possibly. We'll see. Now for the production over here, we started it in the last video, and it was still running whenever we ended it. All we ended up using was almost 400 of the water. 6,400 of the carbon dioxide is all that we had. And that produced about 6,600 on the methane. So I think for the carbon dioxide, it's almost like a 1-to-1 ratio for the methane. So it's going to take quite a bit to get these tanks full, I think. Now for the oxygen, 7,800 roughly over here. Now with this can actually run and still produce more of this without having any of the carbon dioxide. I see you guys, I see you. Go somewhere else, man. Well, I'll tell you what. 4 parts for me. But this will still run. I would say it's not plugged in. Without any of the carbon dioxide. So I can fill up the oxygen whenever we need to. Let's get a cable hooked up over here real quick. I was trying to do some stuff with this, and it didn't work out too well. I was trying to set up some of the power around the whole perimeter and set up lights to keep the fish away. The problem is, dude, those floor lights, they eat a ton of power, man. and I move these cables to the side. Makes life a little bit easier. There we go. So yeah, that'll produce some more of the oxygen whenever we need to, even if we're out of the carbon dioxide. Now, someone left me a comment and said on the top here, as that's one of the outputs for the carbon dioxide. I thought it only had one connector. Apparently there's two. So we might change it up some later as well, after we get it set up on the boat properly. But yeah, man, just want to tell you about the numbers on this. So what we'll probably end up doing is removing this as well today, and then setting up the purifier over here, and just piping the main salt water in from over here. That'll free us up space here, and I'm hoping to take these guys, move them back there. Same with this. I want to have 6 of the wind turbines. If we're going to have that many batteries, we definitely need some storage for it, or some production for it. So that might work out. We'll see, man. We'll see. Alright, so, first things first. Let's start with the tanks. Now we're going to have 10 tanks. We can either do it down the middle, or across. Now I learned when I brought all of the oil over here, I had it all on one side. The boat does list to one side with all the weights. And instead of going straight in a line, it actually makes the boat curve. So for the diesel tanks, I do want them in the center one way or the other. So maybe just down the middle might work out. Should be enough room too on that back side for more stuff if we need it. Let's do some staging. Now I was thinking we could either do it this way, long ways. But then we'd have the problem of running the cables around each barrel to connect them. So maybe just do it normal like this, right? Let's set one on this side. Like that. Leave a little bit of space. See how much room it takes up. There's 2. That's 3. Actually, you know what? Make sure these are close enough. There's 2. 3. 4. And 5. That should be fine, man. Because here's the thing, right? When I want to go up to get oil, those tanks are going to be permanently there, and I'll just build some more on here, right? Depending on how many oil tanks that we need to fill up. Same with the methane and oxygen. When I want to take it over to the Exodus station, I'll just build the tanks on here and then pipe it in. So I'd like to have all this space here empty for whatever we need it for, right? Plus, whenever we get on and off the boat in different locations, it's not all cluttered from the tanks. Now, hopefully, having these on the front won't be a problem for weight either, right? Front to back for the boat. That'll leave us enough room to walk around it on both sides. I think that should be fine. Let's do 5 more up here, and then we need to move this too. 2 different places we could put this. All depends on how we do the power. Either these will go by the back doorway, kind of on the side of the wall, or down below. It doesn't need to be on top to be piped in, so not exactly sure. It's kind of like a play it by ear thing, right? Set you right there. This tank is empty. I emptied it off camera, ran it into those 2. That's kind of how I saw we had problems with the pipes and stuff, right? Kind of weird, man. Kind of weird how the fluids work in this game. So let's do a few more of these. Spin it around properly. And then how far do we have for the gap? That's right on the edge. I might need to move the one side back some. Let's move it back to there. One more. Oh, easy. It jumped. There's some of the stabilizers I want to build as well today. And it's supposed to help out with the boat moving from the waves. It came with a recent update. Actually, is that level on both side to side? Oh, it is. Oh, fantastic, man. Well, that kind of works out then. So what we'll do, all these will be kind of connected, and then we need to get it over to here. So, what, do that side or this side? Let's run these into this side, I think. But yeah, the stabilizers, I'm going to check those out as well. And I did some reading online about it just a little bit. And apparently, if you put more than 2, it causes problems with the boat to be hard to steer. So we'll do some testing with 1, see how it is. Do some testing with the second one, see how that is. And then maybe set up 10. Just to see how it affects the performance of the boat. I'm not too sure, man. We'll see, we'll see. A lot of science for today, though. So let's do this right here. One over on the side. That should be fine there. Do we have any cables? We got a few. So that one will be on equalize. And then for here, we want to zigzag it? Or just have it run here and all the way over? Doesn't really matter, I don't think. I think we just kind of connect them normally. It'll be fine. Dude, talk about being claustrophobic. Holy crap, dude. Not much space at all. Alright, so that is piped into the network. Now we should have 0 diesel, right? We are out. So this is on. Do we want to move this? Hold on, before we do this. Let's move this over a little bit. Try to get it out of the way some, you know? And so for here, I don't want this to backfill into the tanks. So we'll kind of keep that as a directional. Now with this running, we should be able to turn this on. And have that fill these as those are running. One thing we've got to watch out for is this might fill up pretty fast, right? Once it gets full, I think the whole thing stops. I know. A lot of noise, man. A lot of noise. A lot of smoke. A lot of plastic. So much plastic, man. That is running non-stop now. Yeah, I think having these things connected was really causing problems with fluids going 2 different directions and then 2 different fluids at the same time, right? A lot of stuff through one pipe. A lot better. Alright, so that should be sorted out. Let's double check. And that is flowing all the way over here. Okay, it's going to take a few minutes to fill all these up. That's 10 up here, plus the internal storage one. So that's done. Let's look at the stabilizers, man. Oh, wait. Hold on. This needs to be out of here. I don't want that flowing into these. These need to be empty. And we need to get rid of them. Let's look at these stabilizers, though. I think we need to unlock it, right? Yeah, this guy. So, hull stabilizer. Designed to significantly reduce the side-to-side rolling motion of a vessel caused by waves. 8 on the power for each one. Kind of cheap to make, I think. So I'm not sure if it matters where we put these. Or how it works. Are these all empty? They are. Let's unhook this so we don't have any more problems. There we go. We're going to remove all this stuff today. This whole room will be empty. And I kind of want to turn it into a storage room, possibly. I got one box right here that has some gear in it. And I think we might just set up a lot of stuff in here like that. We'll see, we'll see. Don't really have too many plans for this room, but... So, for the stabilizers... So, kind of small. Where does it go, though? Is that the power connector? I think right there. Does it go on the side of the boat? I mean, they will. Now, the thing is, too, does orientation matter on these, right? So, if this one's going this way, will that stop the boat rocking side to side as well? Or do we need to put one this direction? I don't know. Let's do some science. And what we'll do is build one of these for the moment. That way we got a power switch to do some testing, right? So, let's do this way first. So let's take a second. Watch the dock and the boat. See how much it's moving. I mean, honestly, that slowed it down quite a bit, man. Maybe we don't need more than 2 of them, right? We should really do testing with these out in the north side, where it's super, super wavy. Okay, let's do this. If we have one going the other way... Seems about the same, really? I don't think orientation really matters, just probably the number of them. So with that, science. Let it get bouncy. It's kind of flat here for the most part. I mean, most of the time if there's not a storm, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the production stuff here, because it's not too choppy, you know? Alright, so boat's moving pretty good, right? Still moves a good little bit, but for the most part, man, that's pretty sturdy. Should have done these first before I started placing those down. Would have made life a little bit easier, you know? So let's just probably go with 2 for right now. Now for that... we could do them up here out of the way. If we do that, we need to pipe in power all the way up there. What about putting them... well, they go on the side. Hold on. Let's remove these. No reason to make more and waste some of our other parts. If they can go on the side rail, that would be fantastic, man. Then we're going to have one on each side, out of the way. And if we need to, we can set up another connector for more power too, right? Oh, you can. Okay. So, is the floor the same on both? So we got a panel there and a panel there. Okay. So... that's kind of in the way. Let's set it right behind the diesel sign. Oop, not there. Let's do it up top. Give it a second. We don't use these too often. We usually use the ones over there, so that might be fine without a connector. So there's that one. Is a diesel at a different place? It doesn't really matter. We'll just put it right here. It'll be fine. Should be fine. I like it. I see you out there, man. Stay out there. You'll be fine. Stay alive. Just saying. It's the ramming ones that are terrifying, man. They move so super fast, dude. Alright, so there we go. So it's going to be 16 extra on the power draw. 24/7. I mean, good thing we're doing a huge power station on the boat. Now for these, they're about a quarter? A little bit more? I like how they've got the gauge on the back side as well as the front side. Makes it super nice to see. So how are we over here with production? Is it keeping up? I mean, they're full, right? That one's empty. That one's empty. So that's still filling up over here. Okay. It's not too bad. All right. How are... you're almost full. Let's work on this. So we can start pumping some of that in as well so it doesn't turn off over here. Dude, there's so much plastic, man. One thing I kind of wish, if we got so much plastic, if they made it to where these would be repaired only with plastic, it'd be nice. I mean, most of the time it requires 1 or 2 plastic. Like that one requires 2. But sometimes it wants some iron instead, right? Yeah, see, like that one wants some iron. If it was only plastic, it'd be a good way to dump a lot of that. So, anyways. So that's done, that's done, that's done. It's a lot, man. We're going to be kind of all over the place again today. For the back side here, we got 2 different ways we can set up the gas tanks, right? Either side to side. Well, I only want 2. 2 should be fine. Or we can do them vertical. Now, what I'm thinking is, having this guy over here, we'll do that once we're done setting up the tanks, and we can use all the biomass for making some more of the gas. Now, if you didn't know, for the production of the diesel and gas, it's a 10-to-1 ratio. 10 barrels of diesel is only 1 barrel of the gas. So, we don't make as much gas over there. Use a lot of it with a flamethrower. So having this still set up, that could be like a way to supplement the gas when it runs out. I think 2 tanks should be fine. I kind of want to keep it to where the glass is still showing, right? So we could do one here. And one there. Or, there's always an or. That might actually be better. That's like right under, or right above the glass. That's going to be super hard to get to the connectors. What if we do it this way? So that's right on the edge of the glass. Edge of the glass, right? Is that even? Yeah, it's even. So that'll work, man. Let's put this guy over here. Let's do this direction, I think. And you will live here forever. Now, we're not going to pipe in the power permanently. When we want to run this, we'll just hook up a cable here, run it across, and then when we're done, we'll put it away. Doesn't take too long for this to make the biomass into gas. Now, for this, we'll probably have these linked, right? Have them equalize. So what we need is one of these. Have it in the middle. And then we want one here too. That's so that it doesn't sag. We do this. It'll come in from over there. Run it to here to fill up. This one. Equalize. Equalize. And that's an easy connector to fill up. So 3 main things that we do when we're over at a structure, right? Come back to the boat. 1, we need power. Always need power. We're always out. 2, we need the gas for the flamethrower. And 3, drop off all of our junk, right? All of our scrap. So having all these back here, it's not running to the front of the boat to grab more of one item. And we still got to go up here to save. That's not too big of a deal. So this guy, look at this. Didn't even hit the button, man. Boy, I tell you what. Do that there. Run you across. And you across. That should work, man. Let's hook up a line. We should be able to pull in the gas at the same time as the diesel. Maybe? Ooh, maybe not. So that is hooked up. Oh. Operator error. Out only. Okay, there we go. That is pumping some of the gas and should be diesel as well. Double check. Yep, diesel is going in. These are filling up, and then let's check the gas. We're not getting any gas. Interesting. It's showing gas. Can we only do one at a time with the fluids? I thought it would kind of mix between the both, right? Try something. It's not grabbing any of the regular gas. Again, all this part is new to us. Playing with a bunch of the fluids at once. So we don't want this going one way or the other. What if we do... This comes in. Let's try doing directional. And have this run across. I don't know if that'll actually help anything or not. The problem with that is it's not going to backfill properly this way. Science real quick. We turn this off. Does that affect anything? It doesn't. What if we do this? The colors are kind of weird. It's showing gas, but it's diesel. And it's not showing the flow rate, really. It doesn't really matter. I would just like to fill everything up at once. And I don't like having these directional. I want it to be like that. We'll try one more thing here real quick. Let's set these all as neutral. Except for that one. If we unhook this, or just turn this off. Ah, okay, that's what it is. That is now filling over here. Very slowly, though. It's like it's pulsing. What? I wonder why it's doing it in bursts. Is this one doing the same? Okay, that's what it is. So this is filling freely, and that's just equalizing over at the same time, running through the same connector. So it would probably be a lot smoother if we hooked this one up to that one on the top, and not running through the same connector, or just do this. So that's flowing in and flowing directly over. So the connector slows stuff down quite a bit, huh? Interesting. I mean, that should work fine. Just leaving it like that. Easier to connect right here, but... Okay, so that's running. If we hook this back up... will it break it? Okay, it'll just run that one instead of this one. And it switches. That's kind of weird. If you know a way around this, let me know. I'd like to be able to run both at once if we can, but all that means is that the diesel will fill up first. Once that's done, it'll stop flowing right, and then the gas should pick right back up. Let's see if that happens. What is our gas tank at? Roughly 900. Stop it! Okay, we'll do some other things and come back to this once the diesel tanks are done. Alright, so, that's done. Let's do this first. Get our turbines set up, and then we can do all this and let it start charging. Alright? Alright, so unhook all this. And we could leave this on the boat and use it for the water purifying, but I mean, no reason to. We're only going to, at least right now, use it for that. And then all we have to do is hook up our salt water to our connector that's over here, and that'll run while we're filling up our other things. And that'll free us up space here for the other wind turbines. I'm trying to move as much production off the boat as far as the little stuff as we can, just for simplicity, I guess. Having more space. Alright, so that's good there. It's nice jumping across without the boat going up and down 24/7, you know? Makes life a little bit easier. Still kind of rough, but it's a lot better than what it was, man. So, remove you. One of these is plenty for, I mean, at least running the reactor. Then what we'll do... Which side is which for the output? I think saltwater in is on the left, right? If that's the case, then let's do it this way. So then the switch is on the back side, but that's saltwater in, that's pure water out. So I think the connector for the power is on the bottom too, right? On the front side? If so, we'll just hook it up right here. Give it a second. It's working. That's power. Salt water. Okay, that kind of works. So this. And that. And then power right here. I like it. I like it. Hook up our power back here, which is done. And then our thing from here. A little bit of power. We'll fix the power here in a minute. We're going to have some more connectors anyways for the stuff. But hook up power. And that can run in the background. Again, while we're taking on diesel, offloading some oil, taking on some methane or oxygen. Everything will run at once, man. We're just hooking up a few connectors. So for these guys, I think 6 might be fine. Let's repair them real quick. And what I want to do is leave this one right here. Move this one back here and set up one more. And do the same thing over here. If it works. Should work. Not sure why these always drop half the parts up from up here, you know? Doesn't go into your inventory. So build you blocked output. Why is that blocked back here? Is it the connectors? Wait, what? That's where it was. Do we need to relog? Let me relog. Might be a bug. I know for a fact they can go right here. Yep, see? Interesting. Okay, let's do this. Diesel is done, right? Absolutely. Okay, so that kind of works there. So that'll backflow as the internal one gets used. And this one is filling up the gas now. That's fine. I don't mind it working like that. Because it doesn't take too long for this to fill up. It's only 2 tanks versus, you know, 10, 11. Okay, let's save. Save and relog. See if it fixes the issue over there. Get some power too while we're here. Oh yeah, speaking of that, let's do that. That way when we go to build the new ones, it'll empty these and we can scrap them. Alright, we back? We good? Try this again. Okay, so what's a bug? That's kind of weird, man. I've learned in this game, if something goes kind of wrong, just to relog. I've been playing quite a bit before recording, so that might have been what it was. So if we do one here. Okay, we can't do another one here. Hold on. I can move this one over a little bit more. Let's actually start off right here, I guess. Not enough room for 2. Blocked output. I mean, it's fine. What we can do is do the second one right here. Hold on. Maybe in the middle then. And leave the other one where it was. And over here, all we got to do is put one more right here. Is there enough room for 2? Same issue, okay. Just wanted to make sure. That one actually needs to get moved back just a little bit. And then put this one kind of in the middle. Let's move you back some. Kind of gets it out of the way. That'll still leave plenty of room for the carbon dioxide tanks. I want to have 3 if we can. turn you a little bit. Actually, do we want it this way? Let's spin it around some for the connectors. Might do the same for that one. Now, if we're hooking all this up, let's do... one here. Right. That'll be for this. For this one. This can actually go here whenever we need to. Oh, no. That'll be separate. Could do that, and then... trying to think the best way to hook this up without having to get it all, like, clogged up, you know? Really wish that was a pass-through, you know? It's not, though. We could just run it over here. Again, looks aren't that big of a deal because it's only just shore power. And that'll leave space for this to be hooked up. That'll run. Have this permanently turned on, too. That should... why are you not running? Oh, water. Gotta run to this. There we go. Water production, once that cuts off, that can be unhooked, as well as this. And that whole thing can actually be unhooked. Okay, so that's done. Same thing over here. One there. It's kind of going the wrong way, but it's fine. There we go. Full power production for this. We have to change this. It's going to bug the crap out of me. Spin it back around. So we'll kind of monitor it once we get all of the batteries hooked up. See how it does. And if we need to put more in, we can. It's always kind of weird to me how it can be there, and you spin it just a little bit, and it doesn't fit. It's fine, that'll work. Something with the connectors, you know? Almost. Perfect, perfect. So batteries are full. That should be done, right? Almost. Why are we... might be out of actual gas over here, too. Turn this back on, let it run in the background. Yep, we're just empty. Okay. That kind of works, man. So, we're full on diesel. Right? Almost full on gas. Full enough for right now. Let's unhook these. Get them out of the way. And then... get rid of that one. How is the water production going? Just stopped. Fantastic, man. Get rid of these cables as well. I don't really like this. I was really hoping to have these along the back. Maybe I'll play with them here in a minute to try to maybe pull them forward some. Get them to clip in. We'll see, we'll see. Let's start on the batteries. So. Some of these. Now if we do them this way, they'll be over the engine. But that'll be blocking this. Right? If we do it this way... okay, the light doesn't have any collision. That's kind of weird. What about this side? I don't think it's a light. I think this is actually pushed forward some. That's gonna bug the crap out of me. Why are they not the same? This one's further back towards the wall. Oh, dude, look, devs, you guys gotta fix this, man. Either move this one back, or move that one forward. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Okay, so, let's, do some science here. So that won't work here. So maybe don't hang any over there. How many can we get this way, though? Turn it around. All the way in the corner. 1. Ooh, needs to come forward some. Two, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6. So that's 12 that we could have. 12. That light has collision right here. What? It's another thing, too. Put collision on that light. This one has it. That one doesn't. So we can't do any right here. We can do 1. That would be 14. That's down further. Absolutely not. We could do 2 here. 1, 2. Right? 2 over here. So 12, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, that'll kind of work. I wanted at least 15 of them. What are we missing? Let's get some frames making up. We'll just do... We'll do 10. So that kind of works. Not too cluttered. They're up out of the way. I don't really like these, I'm going to be honest. Let's maybe try 12. You know? Kind of go with that. I think that'll be fine. I'm kind of half and half, right? Half for functioning properly, how we need it to, but also half for looks. I don't want it to be an eyesore while we're doing stuff. Nope. We're going to need a ton of parts for these, I think. Wait a minute. 2, 4, 6. Why can we do 7 over here? And only 6 over here? Why is this spacing off? Interesting. I'm not going to change it. Absolutely not. I'm not going to take all these down. Yeah, they're all spaced out a little bit further on this side. Oh, you know what? The connectors. They're barely turned to the left here. Over here, they're straight. Let's try something. Let's take down 1. If we turn it back around. Doesn't matter. That's how close they are on the other side. Over here, they have to be like this. Devs, you guys gotta help me here, buddy. They have to be even, man. Anyways, we'll kind of go with this. 4 of the alloy frames, 6 more. Let's get a couple more going. I'm not sure how I feel about that, man. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna go with it because what else can we do, right? Super weird. Okay, so what we'll do... Try to leave some space instead of doing right here to right here. We'll do the middle to the outer one. Maybe that way it won't get too cluttered and the cables won't change themselves around, you know? Same over here. Middle to the outside. Now, once we're done with this, we'll hook up the connectors, and that'll run inside here. So that one's done. It'll run to the roof, which will run to the roof, and then down to right here. And that'll be for this. Stop it! Those buttons, dude. That'll be there. And then this one... Nope. That's the door. Nope. That's the door. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it! There we go. 2 battery cells, 3 connector ports. Okay, hold on. Easy way to do this. And then we'll do one more. One more set. That should be everything. Let's check the ones up here, too. We changed them around, right? We did. So those are all pumping out. This will get moved probably to this side by the window. Hello? That way these aren't stretched over the top, you know? Drop off a little bit of this. Free up some space. Now, I think all these can be thrown into the scrap machine, right? And turned back into raw resource, I think. Let's take one down. If so, all the stuff when we're done, I'll shred it. I only want to keep 2 of these crates for built items. I like it, man. I like it. Alright, so let's save. It's been a minute. A lot of building has been done. And then in here, let's get you charging. And over here, keep it on the roof, kind of keep it the same. And at least like this, these things are all out of the way, right? To have more storage over here. And that's charging. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That might be enough. We'll see. If you know how to fix this side, to be like that, let me know, because otherwise, we're stuck with it, man. Wish they were even. Alright, so, science. You can. Okay, so that kind of works. We'll do that. Let's turn this off for the moment. I don't know if we need this anymore. Let's scrap it to get it out of here. It's good for the carbon dioxide, but it uses some of our gas too, right? I'd rather just do it by the boat if we can. Alright, speaking of carbon dioxide, let's get our tanks over here set up. So, what we need is... Can we do 3 here? Oh, we can. Fantastic. All 3 like this. Now, there's supposed to be a port on the top for a connector, not just on the front. So what we'll do is connect this one to here, this one to here, and then this one to that. And it should fill up all 3 of these. Then when we get back over here, just hook up the top one from this to that, and it'll offload it, right? Need some of the cables. I think all that's kind of done. We're done with this. Should be enough. So yeah, output. Okay. Wait, output. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the same. That's output only. So that's an in or an out. Interesting. I wonder why this one's directional. Interesting. Kind of different. Not you, man. Not you. Huh. Wonder why this one is directional. And like I said, once we're done, this one will go right to this. And that'll run to our machine over there. I mean, it kind of works out, because I wanted to have this one filled up first anyways, then this one, then that one. Look, dude, I hate the note they put on this, because now every time I look at it, I see a face. I know that's the point, but I hate it. Alright, so I think we're kind of done. How much are we producing with the calm winds? Almost 30 on each side. It's without a storm. So just for running this, I think it's 60, right? It is. So that's still running. We're up to right here. This one is filling here. So 2 more tanks and it's full. So that's not really too bad, man. We filled up everything on the boat and only had 2 tanks go down. And we took on 10, don't forget. So that thing produces super fast. I was thinking about possibly setting up a second one, but there's not really a point to it, right? That's almost half a barrel there of this. Okay. Let's grab all this. Dude, it's so much. I don't know what to do with it, man. What do you do with it? Do you just leave it there? Or do you store it in crates? Because it won't despawn, and I don't want to cause lag from dumping it in the ocean. Somebody left a good comment about just hanging that over the side and letting it drop into the ocean if it would despawn, but it doesn't, so kind of sucks on that part. How much do we have left over here of the raw oil? 1.5. So that might use half of these, half of this one, or all of this one, half a barrel. To finish that, and in between videos I can go pick up some more, bring them back, and have it set. So that's 2 full runs off of these tanks. I like it, man. I like it. Alright, so that's done. That's done. I think for the most part we're kind of set. This stuff will go downstairs. What I want to do is do a couple of the big containers. Not many, just a few. Is that the front? It is. So if we do 1 there, 2, 3, 4. Just for right now. That'll be stuff that we use all the time. I'll put some of the cables up here. I'll put some of our gear up here. What are we missing? Alloy frames. Put some of our gear up here. And then it'll be an easy drop point for some of the biomass. I do a lot of farming, like right now. I'll head out and turn the light on, kill it off, and then bring it back in. Gets super heavy very fast. But with these, we can actually customize them. Where is the button at? Page down. So this one, call it gear. Color. Oh, dude, that's a lot of color options. With the color wheel. So blue. How do we get a darker blue? Gotta be lighter. We can't really do darker, can we? So that'd be for gear. Left icon. You have icons too. That's not too bad, man. You got a right icon as well. Proximity? I don't know what that's for. Is that for the pull function? I don't know for sure. We haven't really messed with this. Auto close when empty. Will it just stay on or open when it's empty? And that auto closed. It doesn't have the name either. It didn't save our color. Oh, we have to do select. Ah, there we go. Okay, so name doesn't matter if you got an icon. And I don't know what that is. Not sure what this is either. It's not my favorite color, blue. It's too bright. I like the dark blues. But anyways, that'll work out. This one, we'll do... probably this one. I don't even want to know. Okay. Is what it is. Let's do this one for the pipes. And then for the color, we'll do... how does that look? I like that. This one will be for some of our biomass. Bio. And then color we'll do... kind of like that. This one we're missing what? 4 more frames. So that number down there tells you how many you're missing, alright? I'll have to keep an eye on that whenever I'm building. Makes life a little bit easier knowing there how many, instead of just building, I'll just make 5, you know, or something like that. So for this one, give me back all this, and we'll scrap you. There we go. So we can drop off this, and that's all of our normal gear in here. We're going to need this here in a minute. Special mission today. I'll kind of tell you why in a minute. And then for the cables, that'll be nice. Especially for docking. When we come back here, hooking up cables, go in there, take all, and then hook everything up as we need to. You know? This one, I'm not too sure. We'll just do it as a drop box. What do we want to use for the icon, though? I mean, that one kind of works, or that one kind of works because it's a little bit of everything. Let's do this. And then for the color, let's do like a yellow. Let's do like a lime green. How about that? There we go. I like that a lot, man. Being able to change the colors. I wish we could change the tone. Light or dark. Be kind of nice. Alright, so we're kind of sitting here. What's in our inventory? Bunch of junk. We need this. We're going to need the other backpack. It's on us. So let's grab 5 of the cables. We're going to need those. Alright, so that needs to go away. That's done. This is all sorted, I think, for the moment. What about... let's remove these 2. We don't need docking on this side anymore. Anytime we go to a place that requires certain items, we'll do it from the other side. So we don't need 2 of these. That's for oil. That's for taking on gas, electric, 2 different gases. Just double checking. Making sure we got all of our stuff done for the day that I wanted to, you know? It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Now, in between videos, I'm going to go ahead and move all this stuff. It's all duplicated. Mainly a lot of the plastics, a lot of the iron, and I think rubber? There was something else we had a ton of. Gold and rubber, I think. Kind of overabundance. I want to move a lot of these inside. And I might do it in the room over here. That's going to be for food. So maybe over here. Just to get it off the boat and free up some storage. Start lining some in here. Some on the walls, too. We can always come back here to grab more because, I mean, let's be honest, we're going to be here all the time, so kind of makes sense. I wanted to fix this. Let's do it real quick, and then we'll do our special mission. Somebody left me a comment about another secret on this platform that we missed last time. So for these, we'll put them all on here, probably. Maybe on the ceiling if we need to. But it'll remove all these connectors because it'll be flowing from one side to the other instead of having to run through all these. Almost done. And then we don't need that one or this one. The button, dude. The button. Okay, one more. So I think last time we tried it on the wall, and there wasn't enough space. Oh yeah, there's another item too. That's new. It's a dehumidifier. I'm not sure what that's for. I mean, I know in real life what it's for, but in the game, I'm not sure. This might work like this, man. I wouldn't mind having 4, just so that, depending on what we have on the boat, we can always offload the full amount. So that kind of works. Ah, it's too much. We don't need it. It's a little bit more clean. I like it. Perfect, man. Perfect. All right, so special mission. Let's grab this. And then we need to hook up our backpack to the flamethrower. And put the backpack back on 4. There we go. So we're kind of set there. One of the flame grenades. So that should be fine. Get some power and then leave our biomass. We got so much of it, dude. We really need to do the food stuff soon. These are packed, and I'm not sure what we need for what. That's the only thing we've gotten for the fat, though. Hopefully we don't need too much of it, because I'm not sure where else to get it. I don't even know where we got that one at, to be honest with you. Connector stuff. I'll move all this around later to put it up top where it should be. And let's just split 5. Can a guy charge himself, please and thank you? Wait. Equalize. It was giving it all away. So, last time we were here, we found one of the secrets down in the middle. There's supposed to be one more room that has one of these in it. So we might not have to hook up stuff to this to get salt water. We'll see. We'll see. Let's save the game just in case. We are on slot 1. There we go, man. Before I forget. How does it look from up here? Not too bad. It's not too cluttered either. I don't like all of the wind turbines on the back. I wish we had some of the big flat solar panels to put on the roof. Right? Like the upgraded ones. But we don't. Unfortunately. So that is done running. Diesel is almost out. Or the oil, I mean. These are all full. Super happy this all worked, man. How much more of the gas do we have? Almost 1 full barrel. That's not too bad, man. We'll leave that on too. So that when we go to hook it back up, it'll just automatically start running. Alright, bath day, man. So I'm not sure if it's on this pillar or the other one. The comment just said there's a door that we missed. We didn't really check the bottom of this one. Which is empty. That's the one that we went into. Now I wonder, is a door in this one? That's sealed, right? That's sealed. Check in here. Okay, nothing in this one. Shark. I don't know if it'll actually attack us. I've never been in the water with a shark. I mean, in game. I have in real life. Had a lot of shark diving. Not as scary as it sounds. Okay, nothing here. It's a lot of the biomass, though. Maybe the backside? Do not look at me, please, and thank you. It's so loud. You probably can't hear it on the recording. It's a mechanical sound. It's kind of cool. Is it this? Ah, it's this. That's why I missed it the first time. Because the other side, I'm stuck. I'm getting sucked up into it. The other side has a grating on it. So I didn't even think about checking this one. There we go. Alright, so. Give me all that. Get some junk out of the way. Everybody loves scrap, man. I'm just saying. Ah, the door. So, I was told in the comments, they didn't tell me how, but there's a secret to open the secret that's under a secret, you know? Let's change our light. It annoys me so bad that that one is so super bright, dude. There's a ladder right there. There's a ladder. How big is it? There's a ladder there, too. There's a railing right here in front of us. Do we need to use an electric grenade? Right? Because those go through the walls, I think, right? Trigger a button on the other side? All I have is a flame one. Okay, well, let's do this. It probably won't work. In the water, buddy. In the water. In the water! Big bada boom. Super expensive. I'm just saying. It's still locked, dude. Let's go make an electric one. I'm thinking that's what it is. If that's not what it is, we'll look it up online and then see what it is. If it's not that, I have no clue, man, whatsoever. Let me go make one. Super expensive. The shark's probably still out here. He's not. He knows what's good for him. Just saying, man. Just saying. So the boat is slowly charging. Very slow. 0.6. We'll see what it is if I can remember when we come back up. But again, the slow charge isn't a big deal because, look, man, we got a ton of batteries. As long as it's going up, I mean, it should be constantly, right? Because we're always on the boat. As long as these stay repaired is the main thing. If it gets down too far, it'll actually go poof, and we got some problems, man. Pop these up real quick. So we got one of the big grenades made. I was going to make one of the oxygen ones too, but we don't have any oxygen on the boat, and I don't want to pipe it in. Let's get back in the water. Getting towards nighttime too. I don't want to be fighting the fish while we're trying to figure out a secret in a secret, you know? Dude, it is super bright under here. I mean, it's the sun, right? It's kind of it's kind of how it works. Nope, easy. Okay. I just thought about it. Throwing down an electric grenade and then jumping in water is probably not the best idea. Okay, it's right by the door. We're still alive. It's not. Okay. I honestly have no idea. It's super hard to see in there too, right? You're kind of crouched, so you can't crouch anymore. Let me look it up online, and then we'll see what it is. Be right back. Look, man. Before one of you yell at me in the comments about looking up how to do this secret, okay? Because I know it's going to happen. I know what you're thinking. There is no way in a billion years, I'm going to tell you right now, billion with a B, that I would ever figure out this is how you open this door, okay? I just want to put that out there. It's open. It's green. Want to know what it is? You have to have a T-Rex Tommy in your inventory. Now, how somebody figured this out, it's beyond me. Because in this, it says nothing in the item memory. It just says that it's a soft synthetic companion shaped like a Tommy the T-Rex. Words are hard sometimes, okay? It's a lot of T's in one area. Provides comfort, support, emotional stability, and then encourages safe bonding. Why does that open a door? I don't get it. But it is open, man. I had a hard time reading there. This is ginormous. Well, I brought the flamethrower. Let's do this. Hold on. Wait, nope, not that, not that. Put it back up to the. Yep, hold on. There we go. I'm stuck. We can't close the door. We can't close the door. Okay, let's change the light back out. That kills these, right? There's all kinds of stuff in here. It doesn't. Okay, flamethrower it is. Drops down. What is that? It's a green fabricator. Oh, there's the water pump. Okay. Does that pump upstairs, though? Let's come up here. Wait, wait, wait. Stop. Right there. This place is ginormous, dude. It's like 3 levels all in one. Yep, there we go. Flames for you? I don't know, man. You've been stuck down here for days, probably. Weeks, months, years. Some memories. I'll grab all the stuff off camera, like usual. I just want to do the exploring now. So that's Tommy. Can you see that from the door? If you can, I totally missed it because I didn't see it at all. You probably could. So what's the point of this area? No power. Connect fresh water, connect electricity. Food processor. Okay, so that's one of those. We haven't seen one yet. We haven't made one. Interesting. So it requires water and electricity. Why is it down here, though? What is that? Connectors? So power there. Power over here. Some lights in here. Science? Science. Okay. I'm confused on what this area is. Why would you have a... I got pushed. Why would you have a water pump down here and the food machine down here? Can I scan any of this? Is it scannable? Ooh, that is. Bunk beds, okay. Haven't seen those before. Just scanned one. Scanning more. Different flavor? Maybe a top and a bottom? It's a blue one. Already scanned, already scanned. Nothing else is new. Ooh, coffee table. New furniture, I like it. Same stuff. What about you? Already got you. Huh. Interesting, man. Again, not sure what to think about this area. Why is that stuff down here, though? Is there a way to get the water up? So that's a pipe. That's the water coming in. Does that use salt water to... That's fresh water. Why don't they have a purifier down here then. You know what I mean? More scrap. Another, hold on, go back. Another light, a TV. Stuff up top as well. I heard you. Not sure where it's at. So yeah, no way to, I see you there. No way to get it upstairs, right? So see, am I stuck? I don't want to have to reload my save. Okay, okay. Cool area. I'll scrap it all off camera. Can we scan this? I don't think so, because we have it unlocked already. Or not unlocked, but it's in the thing. Not scannable. If we repair this... I'm curious where that one goes to. Let's get out of here. I'll do a lot of scrapping and looking. What are those? Off camera. If I find something, I'll definitely let you know in the next video. That's more the stuff to make paints, right? I looted one or two of these already. One was at the starting zone when I went back, and one was somewhere else. So it says we can use these to make paints. Where do we make paints at, though? Is that something that's coming later on, possibly? 3 of each color. I don't know. Interesting. Let's go up top real quick before we go. And take a look at the... This is in the right side. The side that has the diesel tanks. Oh, it is nighttime. It is not safe. Front of the boat. Yep. It's alright. I need the parts. We'll see if... there's a hidden area that has a pipe coming out of it. Otherwise, I don't see the point in having that down there. So that room was right where this is. Dude, if there was water right here, it'd be perfect, because this is a room I want to use for our production, you know? For the foods. Yeah, nothing over here. What about inside this thing? There's not. If I'm missing something, definitely let me know, because, I mean, one, I didn't know that room was down there, and two, I'm kind of confused about the whole thing. Why that's even down there in the first place. Because how do you get power down? Right? Have to run it down through the water and up around? Or take the batteries down there? And nothing in here either. Now, there is a room on this side. We already found this one. Just an empty room, though. No pipes. Interesting. Confusing, but definitely interesting. Look at that, man. Sun's coming up. Another fantastic rainy and foggy day. But, dude, well, not too bad of a day, man. Our production is set up here on the platform. Our stuff is set up on the boat. Got full diesel tanks, we got some full gas tanks. Power production, again, we'll kind of monitor it. It is producing some power and filling up the batteries. We were at 0.7 or 0.6 when we went down below. We're at 1.5. Don't forget, that's a ton of batteries to be filling up. I'll kind of clean up this area a little bit. But we got a nice storage room that'll have all of our stuff we need at hand instead of going down below the boat all the time for everything. Next video, we'll pick a platform, go do some more exploring, and then the video after that will start on the food production. Kind of excited, man. However, we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.